That's the base of Joyce Hut. Yes, Joyce of this channel, Joyce Campbell Riston. And that's going to be Joyce water wheel. I'm going to move it to the right about 10 feet. And this is the supply of water. It goes under the hut, and now there's going to be probably a folk tower. Well, at least a folk hut on top of it. But anyway, in there it turns a right angle and goes toward the wheel. Now, what I'm filming here is I'm going to see if I can gain about a foot or more height for that water wheel. Because you can see by all those hydraulic jumps that the water's dropping there. Could I hold it up on the bank higher? Now, it would be really hard to dig that right now because of all the vegetation, but I've got pallet wrap. I've got 2 sections of it ready, and I want to see if I can use it and just lay it on the ground. I'll explain further when I get out there. Okay, that's where I was. And there's 2 places where I'm dropping it. Right here is one. I'm dropping it probably 4, maybe 6 inches right here. So I could take this height right there and carry it out and gain about 6 inches, I think. And there's another spot out there where I'm also purposefully dropping it. Here's the other spot. You can see by the hydraulic jumps that I'm dropping it. Now, what I'm going to experiment with is whether or not I can get that water onto this liner and use the weight of the water to go out there. I don't know if I can do this or not without, you know, a normal person would get a weed whacker and whack all those plants down. Let's see what I can do. Well, I'll definitely have to fix these breaches right here. It's been consistent. I think I'll put a piece of cloth across here. And I've only recently, maybe today, it dawned on me that this area right above here was a clay mine. That's why I have not been able to grow anything there. And it would be, it would explain it if they mined clay right in there. Basically all of what you're looking at is clay with very little topsoil on top of it. But anyway, that's another matter. All right, back to what I did there. I'll show you. What I did was that I got the canal onto a liner. And it had to be 2 inches higher because of the bottom of this brick. But and maybe that's all I've got here, I don't know. But anyway, I've got them on there as weights. So maybe the first step is going to be to line it and then move the liner up the hill, or leave it and just put a sort of a dam at some point like that block is. I don't know. But I'm going to open this as well and let that go straight through instead of up or around. I did this earlier as a way to try to get up further on the hillside, but I think I'll go straight through here, and that'll pass that problem back there of the leakage down here. I don't know if you understand that. Well, anyway, I'm going to do it. There, I don't know if you can keep track of all this, but I did open that. Returned it actually to the way it originally was. It's hard ground because it's been fairly dry. I'll dig it out a little bit more later. But that may be okay because right along here, see, this is brimming right here. So in a way, I think I've got all the height that I can get right here to the extent that it's leaking a little bit, and certainly is back there at the breach. So I don't know, it could be I'll end up doing it by a little dam a little bit further downstream. I'm not sure. Maybe I can't do it, but I'm trying to gain that 6 inches, maybe a foot of height to the head. When they talk about a water wheel or water power, the head is the flow times or plus times, I think, the height of fall. So if you have more flow, if you have more height, either one of those gives you more power.